It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight.
Hello, good morning. I'm gonna take you guys with me for like a little week in the life. I really like these videos. I like to watch them. I like to make them. I feel like they're hopefully coming off as like relatable. You know, we do work for ourselves. I'm a full-time content creator. If you're new here, hi, my name's Morgan. I'm so excited to see you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking on the video. Was that too weird? Was the voice too weird? I was trying to give like Shuna, you know? Should be like a pretty typical-ish week for me with being a full-time content creator and having a toddler and having a very, very involved in local community and politics husband. Every week is very different. So typical doesn't really mean much, but I think it should be a fairly interesting week. Today, the baby just got dropped off at school. Mondays, Felix has the computer. I am cleaning the house. So we're gonna start this morning by cleaning up. I haven't made my coffee. My hope and my dream is that maybe Felix listened to my thoughts and is gonna get fun coffee on the way here. The chances are incredibly low because I can't tell you the last time that happened, but never zero. Chances are never zero. And if he didn't get coffee, that's okay. We can make some in a minute. I'm gonna start here in the baby's room to clean up because it doesn't take long, and then I kind of get the motivation to keep going because I'm like, wow, look at what a difference, you know? Here's the before, here's what we're starting with. And then I think, let's see, it's 9:33. I think honestly, just cleaning up, it's gonna take like maybe 10 minutes. And then I have to vacuum, which will be what? Maybe another 15 minutes? Sorry, like maybe another 7 minutes is what I mean. So it'll be like 17 minutes total. We'll see. Now it's 9:34 now, so know that. All right, it did take right at 20 minutes, which is not bad. I need to wash this little cover for his Pottery Barn chair, but I don't want to, so I haven't done it. There is some diaper cream on it, but you know, otherwise, pretty good. These pillows are just decorative, but they're really cute, so this is where they will live. All right, let's move on. Oof. I'm not fully cleaning this, so I think this is only gonna take like 10 minutes. Okay, this is not a reset video, so I'm not gonna film all of the cleaning that I'm doing, but just know that it's 11 now. I have to go get the baby in about an hour. I'm gonna clean as much as I can between now and then I'll clean during nap time, and I'll see you after that. Hello, Monday nights are actually my craft nights. Felix and I have a schedule now where on Monday nights, I have alone time for a couple hours to do whatever I want, usually crafting, and they have another night in the week that they do the same thing. It's been super helpful. People told me before having a kiddo, like, make sure you put time aside for yourself. And I guess I just always thought of like long baths and like going to see your girlfriends. And I still love those things also, but like this is what that is for me. And it has been like such a huge game changer for like my mood the rest of the week. It's something that I look forward to all week. It's something that is like just for me and not even always like content. I mean, tonight I filmed this for this video knowing I'd be doing a voiceover, but I wasn't like working really during it. The camera was just kind of going so that I could use this to show you, you know? And it's really nice because the biggest rule about alone crafting time is nothing else hopefully should come before it. It's like very important. We try to not ever have anything else get scheduled over it. And then also to not actively be working. So like often we are filming, but typically it needs to be ideally like this where the camera's just going. We're not like stopping and talking because nothing should be taking away from the joy of creating. You know what I mean? It's just something that I am giving everyone advice to do, whether you have kids or not, just to like set a couple hours aside every week to not be on your phone. Like just don't be on your phone. Just don't be on your phone. Do anything else. It's been so rewarding to read everyone's comments talking about how I've been making them want to sew because that's literally my dream. That's all I could ever hope is that you see us creating things and you think I could do that because you can. Any of you can. And I believe in you. So thank you for every single one of those comments. I read all of them and smile. Good morning. It's like 8 a.m. Wednesday. I literally completely forgot to film anything yesterday. To be fair, I had the baby all of yesterday. So, well, the toddler. I had the toddler all of yesterday. So that was part of the reason why I didn't film. And then the only part that I didn't have him, what was I even doing? Oh, I was editing. Like, I was just editing basically all day yesterday that I wasn't with the toddler. So, wasn't that interesting. You didn't miss much. Here's an artist rendition of what it looked like while I was editing.
Okay, Mr.
YouTube video.
I say, prepare to be
Edited.
I'm doing it! I'm doing it! Yeah! Yeah! And some of these, and some of these. Almost there, and done. Now let's see how it looks so far.
And then here is an artist rendition of me hanging out with our child.
little baby.
Come here. Come here. Oh, little baby.
So that's basically it. Anyway, good morning. Today's Wednesday. I'm working on uploading a video actually to YouTube today. We're trying to do about 2 a week. It hasn't happened yet because January was just like incredibly busy. So we just like haven't had the time. But first week of February. So we're trying to start our new schedule. It won't be all the time, but I'm hoping it's like most of the time. We can have 2 out a week. So what I need to do this morning is get this video out. It's uploading to YouTube right now. Do the captions for it, do the thumbnail for it. Then the rest of the day, because today's my designated work day, then the rest of the day, I'm hoping to clean out our room at least a little bit. It's mostly laundry that needs to get done because it just got way behind when we didn't have a dryer that was working. Hopefully I can get to that. Do at least some tidying up. No one's like visiting our room soon, but like it is annoying in the middle of the night when I have to pee or go check on the baby to like climb over stuff, you know? Felix is making me a coffee because he's wonderful. And let's get started on our computer work today. Video's almost done uploading. Great news for me. Not quite done. I didn't realize till I was writing the caption that in this video, which this is the like small ways you can make a difference video, I didn't say anywhere in that video that obviously I am just like a white person who is learning and not at all like an expert on protesting or making a difference or anything. And obviously people should be listening to Black and brown people because this has been happening to their communities for years and years and years. And I hope that my vibes are clearly giving. First of all, I would never would never claim to be an expert on anything, but especially this. And so I was trying to write like a really long description being like, hey, hopefully this is obvious, but like I am just trying to use my platform to maybe get other people to start making changes. I'm not at all trying to be like, listen to me first. So I was writing a really long caption and then trying to link Black and brown creators that I follow that like give me hope and also resources and hopefully other people can go and follow them. But I learned I don't know anyone's name. Like unless I'm on someone's close friend story and they are also on mine, I don't usually know anyone's name on social media who are like other influencers. It's like their names are like their usernames, and even then it's like an amalgamation of like some of the letters that I know are in their name. So almost everyone except for Blair Amani, and that's only because like her little segment, she always starts with like, this is smarter in seconds. So it's always like how it starts. So that's the reason I remember the name of like her channel. Anyway, I just found out that one of my favorite indigenous creators is named Charlie, because I only ever call them, I gotta be honest, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I only ever call them like Deanesthetics, which is their username. And I was like, Charlie? Is that true? I wonder, let me know, do you guys do that with us? I guess probably not on YouTube because we use our own names quite a lot, but like, are there content creators who you only call by their like username when their username isn't their like legal name? It's like most of the influencers I follow who have like, there's one who's like a very small content creator who I just started following named Bib Lettuce, who I found out is actually like, we have friends in common because like they're in Oregon, but I only call them Bib Lettuce. No idea what their legal name is. Not a clue. I'm not even sure. I'm honestly not even sure of their pronouns. I'm using they, them to be. I could look now, I guess. Where's Bib Lettuce? Bib Lettuce is like a fashion content creator, I would say, posting a lot of outfit videos. Also fat. You should definitely follow them. Okay, Instagram on the computer is really acting up today. It's pissing me off. So I guess we'll never know. Here's their pronouns. I'll put it on here. Anyway, video's almost done. Gonna make it live and then let's get to cleaning. Oh, I did put a new sticker on one of my reusable Starbucks cups. Hold on, I'll show you. Look at that. This is from a Sweet Pea actually just sent us some stickers from their small business. And I was like, this is gonna be perfect to cover up a Starbucks logo. Yeah. Okay, I forgot that I had to wait for it to upload to Patreon, which is like slower for some reason. Anyway, so I'm waiting on it to do that because I don't want to put it out on YouTube before I put it on Patreon. That seems rude, especially because people pay to see it with no ads on Patreon. So I'm waiting for it to finish doing that. But everything's ready. Captions are ready. So it's 10:30 now. Let's get to cleaning. Let's get some cleaning done. Making some progress. Got a lot done, as you can see. I do think I'll be able to finish it before 4:30, which is when, according to the schedule, Felix and I will be switching. I'll be with the baby for the rest of the night, because Wednesday nights is now when Felix crafts, just like I got to craft on Monday night. Both of us are really trying to like intentionally set time aside to not be on our phones at least like once a week for a few hours. So they'll be crafting tonight. I don't know what they're working on. I don't know if they're doing it for work or just to craft. Because we're both trying to not make every single part of our lives into content. Partially why I didn't film at all yesterday, because I was like, you know, it's hard. It's not hard. It's like, it's new. It's a skill. It's a muscle. We're trying to flex and work out to not turn every single minute into content. So anyway, I have a virtual appointment with my psychiatrist in like 20 minutes. So I think I'm going to start cleaning up behind me, film a little bit of it, but I think I'm going to do most of it because it's just a phone appointment. It's not like a video. I think I'm going to do most of it while I'm on the phone with her. So I'll show you the before, and then I'll show you after the appointment how far I got. So yeah, this is like the craft area. I've also been throwing stuff over here as I've cleaned the other half of the room, so it didn't look this bad this morning, but I really don't think it'll take that long. Most of the stuff does have a place to go. I just can't get to it because I need to, I think, move all of this over just a little bit so I can walk through here. Yeah, so I don't think it'll be that bad. All right, it's not perfect, but it is so much better. So much better. She can see the ground in most of the room, everyone. Very exciting. I still have like an hour before we have to switch, so I'm gonna go clean in the other room. But since you've already seen that once this week, I won't make you sit through it. Just hanging out with the toddler tonight, and then otherwise I'll see you guys tomorrow. He's a teeny tiny baby. He's a teeny tiny baby. Hey. Good morning. It's Thursday, my dudes. We're headed to a little nature-y hike thing. Me and the boy, while Felix gets some work done today. I'm nervous as I am not outdoorsy, but we're meeting some other baby friends there, and they really like it, and I'm being really brave about it. As a prissy person, I'm being really brave, but I really like my friends, and the baby really likes his friends, so it'll be fun. It's 11 something p.m.
Hey girl,
Hey,
good
girl.
morning. It's 11 p.m.
I did film. We went on me and the baby and our baby friends went to the park, and I filmed that. Felix just painted wall tutter. Picture. I'm sure he'll be done by the time this is out, because it was just round 1 today. And we're staying up late, having late night snacks. I'm folding some laundry in just a minute. And I'm making Felix watch the Swoop documentary on that girl who was like, I fell in love with my psychiatrist.
Which I knew a little bit about.
Which, yeah, they knew more than I did going in. And so this is romance, baby.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry there wasn't much to film today. I feel like when I'm with the toddler all day, it's like, there's less to film because I try to not film him that much. So, what can I say?
He's a baby.
He's a baby.
He's just a baby.
Yeah, he doesn't want a job.
No, you keep calling him a toddler like you can't say the baby. Turn to a
Picture of you.
of me. I like saying the baby
Yeah.
because it also really throws people off. Because their perception of how time has passed, particularly if they only see us in short form, they've got no idea.
Right.
So I say the baby all the time, and then they see this little guy toddling around going, on, off, on, off.
Yeah, this guy
Baby
who's
on.
almost 2.
Baby off, exactly. They're like, whoa, I had no idea we were at this developmental milestone. And somebody also commented one time, the number of people in your comments who are shocked that your child is the age that they are because they see them so little, that's a win for you as a parent. And
That's
I was
true.
like, it is exactly that. So anyway, just another way in which I'm misleading the masses.
Yeah.
He's the baby.
What are we just a baby?
What are we just a baby?
Tonight, when we were watching Bear in the Big Blue House, his favorite show, Tutter, if you don't know, the mouse that we love, has like I don't even know what accent is it, like a New York accent? So he is,
Thank you, Bear.
yeah, he says, thank you, Bear.
Good God, sorry.
And about half the time after he says it, someone in the room will go like, Bear, because it's just so cute. So I said, Bear, and then the baby, like, exactly matching it, said, Bear. It was so cute. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It's Friday. I was supposed to have the baby from the moment I woke up, but Felix was very nice to let me take a quick little shower because I didn't sleep well and I hadn't showered in many days. So now I'm feeling more beautiful, more human. Anyway, let's go finish breakfast duty and see where the day takes us, Felix has to edit. So me and you are on toddler duty this morning. The best job there is. It is one where I forget to film a lot, so we'll see. We're just like every other American family. We wake up, we eat breakfast, we watch the Harry Styles Aperture music video twice. That's just what you have to do.
I'm already
vlogging. Yeah, we're on a date. I'm on a date. I'm nervous.
I'm not
Yeah,
on a date.
I know, that's so embarrassing of me. Yeah, Felix planned a date night. You got our child care,
Oh yeah, my mom.
which is the hard part. Yeah.
My original plan was that we would go to brunch because we haven't seen each other in like a week and a half.
Yeah, I didn't even remember what you looked like.
Yeah, I literally didn't remember what you looked like. Anyway, but we're doing this instead. This is timed out better.
It's timed out better. We're having 3 o'clock early dinner, and then we're going home to Craft for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Very romantic. We got some fries here.
There's pesto in this hummus.
Pesto in the hummus. Non-vegan hummus is what I'm hearing.
Oh. No, it could just be basil. I don't think it necessarily has Parmesan. I was like, a leaf is vegan. One thing I know.
One thing I know, leaf, if Littlefoot will eat it, then it's probably
If a little frog, if it could be a little frog's lily pad,
then it's
then
vegan.
it's vegan.
That's the rules.
Yeah, that's how you get vegan certified.
Yeah.
They're playing Ariana Grande.
Yeah, what on
I'm
earth
right.
are you singing?
It's that song. It was on TikTok a long time ago.
That's like 8 million songs.
How was your food?
It was good. It was good. I got that same insane salad. The first time I got it, I was more disappointed than I've ever been in my life.
Oh, hold
And
on.
now I
Someone
kinda
has to
like
be really loud right now.
I don't think we should do that. Don't be scary. Okay. Are you excited for Flisso?
Yeah, we're gonna get Floso. We're gonna get Floso.
Why would I ask what sideways meant? Urge? Okay, so we're not really almost there, are we?
No, but it seemed like you were gonna take a while to get your phone. I mean, my phone.
Girl,
The lure?
the lure.
Here's what happened. Dear viewers, my mouth got a mind of its own. It turns out I can't say this word. I was trying to say part of the lure of the TV.
Yeah. Lure. You said it fine just then. You
Part
kept
of
saying
the-
lore.
Part of the lure
As
of
if
the TV.
part, like the TV has a secret backstory involving us being tired in the morning. And I was like,
Part of the appeal of the TV.
right.
in the
Oh, my
morning.
Porky Pig wife. She can't say a word, she picks a new word.
That's what they tell
Okay.
you to do when you don't talk so good.
Anyway, we're headed to the Flisso.
Oh,
Is
you
it
have to
closed?
walk up. It's a walk up.
Oh, is it? Does it say that?
Well, I don't think we can drive right here.
Why not?
I don't think they'd be able to reach us. Also, I can't read the menu.
No, that's a great point. That's a
Also,
great point.
we can take a really
No.
cute photo. You can take a photo of me,
God, okay.
and I look really cute
You do.
next to it.
Yes.
How's my makeup? Is that good?
Yeah, I think your eye's really good.
My eyes really, it hurts so much.
Why?
Something's- I don't know. There must be like a twig or a branch in it or something. That was from
Sapling?
EZA. What?
A sapling?
Yeah, from Cole.
What?
A sapling? Is it? That was the next
There
line?
must be a twig or a branch in it. That's from EZA.
That's from EZA, yeah.
I was just naming other wooden
Oh, I
structures.
thought you were like, shout out to Cole. He plants trees.
Cole. Oh,
Yeah.
our friend
Oh, sorry,
Cole.
Goo.
Oh, I'm familiar with Goo.
Yeah. Our baby calls him Goo, but
He goes goo goo goo.
his parents call him Cole, which is stupid because his name's Goo, obviously.
Okay. Let's get the stuff.
That says Optus.
Stop standing in the center of the road, Morgan.
Who says it?
What?
What? Who says it?
Oh, the sign over there. It says
Oh,
instead
Superb
of soup,
Owl.
instead of Super Bowl, it says Superb.
It's from a movie, but I don't remember which one. We saw an estate sale sign.
We saw.
We pulled over and we're checking it out.
It's so bad, so we do cheese.
Oh. I have a toddler, so I would really have no need for it, but it is so cool. I can't wait to show somebody. All right, here we see a dad in the wild referencing an art piece in order to create his own art.
I gotta make Tutter his tube, because he's a tube.
Yeah.
So it's important to get his tubiness.
To show his tubiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Floso. It was great. Drinks are really good. There were some teenagers.
They were super annoying. And good for them.
And good for them. And in the car, I was like, we cannot, in front of our baby, talk about how teenagers are so annoying, because it's great that these teenagers were out with cash money. No one was on their phones.
Yeah.
They're just having a good time.
No, they were great.
All yapping to one another. They were all like yelling. They weren't yelling penis, but it was like, you know, when you're like 14 to 17 years old and you're like on purpose loudly saying inappropriate things.
Yeah, very that.
It was that. More teenagers should be out and about. Back in my day, we were out and about. I'm so excited for Tutter. Anyway.
He has no hands.
I'll give you a haul in just a moment of the stuff we got at the estate sales. The first estate sale was like a real one, and then I went to one pretty close to our house while I dropped Felix off at our house to pee. And I drove by this one that was like just barely still open. And it was still real, like they were still selling stuff, but it was just me and their house. It was like a garage sale inside their home, which is different because an estate sale, usually the people whose stuff it used to be aren't there.
Yeah, they're not typically watching you go through their stuff.
Watching you not pick their stuff because you think their taste is bad. And so, but I did get one thing I've been wanting for a while, and then some stuff I'm going to be reusing essentially as fabric. All right, haul coming now. Haul. Okay, first, I got some gems at the first one. This is patterns to make clothes for your Cabbage Patch doll.
Now,
or in our case, original doll baby.
Yeah, I do not condone the purchasing new of these patterns because they are no doubt stolen.
Yes.
From Martha
our
Nelson.
queen.
Our queen Martha Nelson, who created the original doll baby. But here we are.
Yeah, but...
Oh, somebody cut them out?
Somebody cut some of them out.
Oh, that's nice.
Raglan sleeve knit top.
Okay, the bunny slippers are fun.
Yeah, you can make bunny slippers. In outfits of dotted Swiss and lace, shoes of satin, these little ladies are putting on the finishing touches. They are going out to steal your heart. Threat!
Here's what I will say, is that there is a huge difference between things that are designed for people to purchase, what's the word?
Aspiration?
Yes. This is an aspirational crafting book.
Yes.
Not a real life crafting book. Who is making satin baby shoes? Maybe one person's grandma.
Yeah.
But what Martha Nelson was doing is she was bringing easy baby patterns to the people.
Yes.
These are difficult baby patterns, and also I'm a difficult baby. So I do think we may get some use out of them, but I just want it to be clear. This is not as high of quality despite looking. It's pricier up, fancier up front.
Yeah. I got quilts for baby, easy as ABC. I made friends with a girlie there. I didn't get her name, so we're not that good at friends. But I made friends with someone when I was picking this up because I said, and she said, what'd you find? And I was like, I'm like really in my sewing era. And like Pinterest is kind of just like all AI right now. And she was, did you need something?
Yeah, that is.
It's kind of all AI right now. And like, I'm just like trying to find like more physical things like this. Shelly found one at an estate sale that's like things you can make your friends in just a couple hours. And one of them is like a bag that looks like a chicken. And it's like, yeah, that's not on Pinterest and I need it. Anyway, and the girlie that I was talking to just learned how to crochet, I can't talk. Just learned how to crochet a week ago. And she said, I'm here looking for yarn because I just learned how to crochet. I got country settings, beautiful quilts, dinnerware, and accessories. Decorate 6 country settings.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I got some fabric. That's not that interesting, but it's blue.
It's cute. It's a good color.
It's a very good color. You got some fabric.
Yeah, soft fabric. I thought this could be the sheet and pillow set for the project I'm doing because they're soft.
That's
soft
good.
for babies. And then these I thought I might make a little teeny tiny fake quilt out of.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, these were really cute. Clearly like quilt scraps of like some really fun fabric, but the actual fabric must have already been used for something or already taken.
They're cute.
But that's a great idea because I wanted to get them and I was like, what am I going to use like 6 things for? But doing a fake tiny quilt is a great idea.
Yeah.
Felix got, are you going through all the clothes?
No, a lot of kids'
Felix
clothes.
got a bunch of kids' clothes.
29 pieces of like little boys, 4T, 5T clothes. Those are like crucially, continually the ones that we run out of at the clothing swap. A lot of that. It was $15 total. They were 50 cents each, which was great.
Okay, this is the stuff you haven't seen from the second estate sale. So first, not exciting to you probably, but exciting to me. Giant Pyrex. So they have one of these upstairs that Felix uses for cooking, but it's perfect for making sweet tea at my house. Maybe I'll do a short that's like, this is how I make sweet tea.
Yeah.
Because I measure the sugar in this, even though this is a liquid measuring cup, and that's just how much it is. And I know that there's like, they're not that much difference, but whatever. This is what I measure it in, and it's also glass. Sorry it was so loud. And that's what I heat the tea bags in, because it's glass. And then also because it's glass, you just put it in the dishwasher. So then this girl had a lot of Christmas stuff. I say girl, she was 80 years old. She said, put whatever Christmas stuff you want in this bag and you can pay $5. So honestly, I was probably ripped off. But these are some really intense gift tags.
Yeah, those are insane. Fun.
Yeah, the Charlie Brown one in particular and the Mickey Mouse one I think will be big hits next year.
Yes.
And the other ones I'm like, whatever, we'll use them. Then, 2 stockings that I'm going to reuse for other projects. The first one, this is like kitty cat Christmas, big fat huge stocking.
Wow.
So I thought either I could turn this into something, like I take it apart and use it for something else, or I might you put kitty cat stuff in it for the kitty cat upstairs for Christmas.
Yeah.
But then, imagine this girl on a sweater.
Oh, I love her.
Isn't she so amazing?
Yeah, she's insane.
I like her
her
glasses that are pointed straight
upsize
down.
glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, she only needs to read like this.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then there's also a little Snoopy ornament that I'm going to take apart that must be somewhere in the pile of clothes.
Or the car, yeah.
Or possibly the car.
Yeah.
But yeah, very exciting stuff. And now we're crafting. I'll probably finish the bag I'm working on before this video comes out. So here's a picture of the bag I started tonight, or at least where I'm at by the time this video is out. We didn't film while we were crafting because, you know, it was a date night. It was for us. It was for us. It wasn't for you. Also, we were watching Vanderpump Rules. And so I forgot to film because so much is happening. No spoilers in the comments. We are halfway through season 11. If you have any information about Vanderpump Rules, then you'll know that where we're at. We're almost done with like the original series, essentially. A new one just started. I don't know if we're gonna watch it. We'll see. Anyway, Felix is putting our kiddo to sleep, and I am editing the video that's going out tomorrow. Felix edited it. It was like his video. But I'm the one who does the last edit because I am like quicker at adding in the music and like the pictures and stuff. And Felix does all of the short form, so it is the least I could do to do like the second edit of theirs. Anyway, so I'm gonna work on that for probably like an hour, and then hopefully it'll export while we are folding laundry and Felix works on their craft project. And then tomorrow, I think I am once again Felix is getting a haircut tomorrow, so I am on mom duty all day tomorrow, but I think Hanny's coming over in the night, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings us. Yeah. Baby's already asleep. I said that we weren't filming craft night because it was just for us, but Felix is teaching themselves how to use a sewing machine, and tell them what's happened.
I've played a game of bobbin chicken and I've won.
Show them the close-up. Can you?
Okay, you can kind of see the string. It really does not want to focus. It's just like, Morgan's
You
so
need a
beautiful.
third
Oh, here we go.
Behind it.
And then here's
I'll
the
hide
string.
my beautiful face. You're a winner.
I did.
Hold it like a man holds a fish. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
We're watching Vanderpump. I'm cutting out pieces. Felix is
I
sewing.
really don't know how to refill this though. Maybe.
Okay.
I put it on here, right?
I'll teach you.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm gonna do?
No.
Ooh, it's a cherry juice latte. Cherry juice latte in a little pasta sauce container. Cherry juice latte. Cherry juice latte. She's got tape on the side. What for? Because it was sticky and I didn't wash it up.
Okay.
The inside's clean.
Yeah.
What?
You opening this with, do you know what I'm gonna do? Like, I could have possibly in any universe guessed that what you were gonna do is makeup.
Yeah, I was trying to give the energy of like 13-year-olds having a slumber party with like their
Yeah.
dad's video camera.
No, you're nailing it.
Cherry juice latte.
Okay.
At a slumber party.
Okay.
I do see why people think we're always stoned.
Oh, yeah. I've never been surprised by people thinking that.
It's
More surprising that we're not stoned.
That's actually true, I guess.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
always
so tired of
defending
holding
us
this.
in
You
the
can-
comments.
I don't think we need to be defended. If people think that probably makes us funnier or cooler.
Oh, do you think?
If they think that we're stoned.
Do you guys think we're cool? So yeah, that was a very chaotic, well, it was a very chill week, very chaotically filmed week in the life. I had a lot of mom time this week, and it's just a little bit harder to film when I'm doing that. And then other than that, I was mostly just editing. So, you know, not the most exciting week, but I hope that it reminded everyone that like there's still stuff to be done at your house, even though, you know, the world. On the last day, I just did a little bit of B-roll filming. I did a very cute outfit on. So this is an overlay of my very cute outfit, but had to go to the doctor for my annual exam. Not super fun. I do have to go get blood drawn later this week, which I'm not looking forward to, but good reminder that it is something you gotta do. If you have like any concerns, that's the time to bring them up. Got a referral for a podiatrist because my feet have, well, they've always been bad, but they've been worse lately. So got that done. You know, I actually tried to look for like a cute little like quilt and sew shop in, because my doctor's not in my town. He's in like a town 30 minutes away. Because he used to be in my town, and you know how hard it is to find a new primary that's like not stressful. So I just drive 30 minutes to see him. Also, I'm not like chronically ill, so I only have to see my doctor if I were to have like an immediate-ish concern. I could probably get an appointment within like 2 weeks, and then otherwise I basically just see him for my vaccines and my annual. So I don't mind driving 30 minutes three times a year, you know. Anyway, there weren't any tiny shops, at least not that were open on a Monday in that town, which is a little sad because when I go like technically out of town for a few hours, I'm like, what if there's a little sewing shop? What if there's a little thrift store? And to be fair, it was like kind of early because I try to get my appointments. I don't like going to the doctor if you're new here. I really don't like it. So I tend to avoid it. And if I do it early in the morning and I bully myself into like getting up and starting to go, I will go. But if it's like later, if it's like 2 p.m., I'll be like, I really don't want to go. Like I spend the whole day being like, maybe I'll break my leg before I have to go. So it was fine. I don't know why I'm always so stressed out about it. They're basically like, has anything changed? Do you have any new allergies we need to know about? Are you pregnant? All right. And then they like pat you on the ass and they're like, see you later. So anyway, then I picked up coffee for me and Felix and then came home, got the tiniest bit of cleaning done before I had to go get the toddler from school. And then he and I hung out the rest of the day, watched a little bit of the Winter Olympics. Shout out to the Winter Olympics. I think I'm just specifically sentimental for the Olympics because in summer of 2024, so our kiddo was born in June, early June, and then so he was like a month to 6 weeks old when Summer Olympics of 2024 happened. And so I just like, I just remember like watching the opening ceremony and he was like this big and I was just like holding him and snuggling. So watching it this time, as he's like almost 2 years old at this point and he's like running around and really not wanting to, he's not that interested in the Olympics. Mostly we're watching ice skating, but as things go on, I'm sure we'll watch other things. I want to go to the Olympics sometime. The problem is I know it's like really expensive. They are supposed to be in LA in 2028, the Summer Olympics, which I personally like more, probably because my birthday's in summer and that's really it. And I also really like gymnastics. I think gymnastics is really fun. But here's a problem. I know that other countries are like, I don't think that they should be in LA because the United States of America is so stressful right now. And I think they're right. So I kind of hope they move it. I don't know how hard it is to do something like that either. I don't work for the Olympics. If you guys have any Olympic knowledge, let me know. But I've seen on threads, not like accredited sources to be clear. Just so you know, please don't get your information directly from me about basically anything. But anyway, I've seen on threads rumblings of people saying like other countries are thinking about asking to not have the next Olympics in the US because it's like so bad. Anyway, all that to say, I don't know. All that to say, this was just a week. I hope you enjoyed the video. It wasn't the most exciting week, but I enjoyed spending it with you. I like when we do things together that are kind of more normal anyway. You know what I mean? Life isn't always exciting. Sometimes life is regular. I think also, at least the kind of content I watch, I actually really enjoy kind of just like day in the life of like a regular person kind of stuff. So hope you enjoyed it. Did that seem too like, hope you liked it. I meant it genuinely. Sorry if my voice sounded like I didn't mean it genuinely. The world is so scary, especially right now. But you are so lovely, and I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Also, thank you so much to all of our new patrons. We've gotten, I think we're almost close to 1,000 patrons. Really close. So exciting. If you don't know about our Patreon, we have several different tiers. Anything lower than $8 is basically just pay what you can. You'll still get all the same content. We post like little behind the scenes, little like unedited snips that later become short form. And then every 2 weeks or so we do like basically podcasts of like stuff that's been going on personally. Sometimes it's talking about brands that we, you know, have worked with. Sometimes it's talking about just like stuff we wouldn't want to tell like the broader internet. We wouldn't want to invite like that many commenters on who didn't know us, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a really good time. And then over $8, you actually get to watch all of these YouTube videos with no ads. It was a tier that folks asked us to make for a while, and we were like, I don't know, but yeah, there's a couple folks there now, and they all talk with us and with other people in the comments, and yeah, it's a great time. So thank you so much. Every single person who watches these videos or subscribes to our Patreon or comments on anything is the reason we're able to do this job. It is the best job in the world, and we get to spend a lot of time with each other and a lot of time with our kiddo, and then a lot of time with you guys. And so thank you so much. It does not go unnoticed. The folks who were here over and over again, commenting over and over again. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great week. I hope you enjoy the bloopers. I'm certain that there will be some. And thank you so much to Veronica for editing this video. Everyone say thank you, Veronica. Okay, I love you guys. Goodbye. Small. I'm small.
There's no way that's even pointed at me.
Yeah. Do you think I didn't look at it?
You often don't.
All right. Can you turn off my phone?
Oh my god, I gotta do everything around here.
Now Felix is putting, I almost said his name.